because that is your actual home. Here you are for actually to perform as a test or become a Khalifa. So Adam alayhi salam was not sent here as a punishment at all, but because he didn't commit a sin, he ate that tree and he repented Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for even in the heavens. Here this was a plan of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already to be sent on here, so that we actually, because we have to be tested here. Because if we imagine if Adam alayhi salam would not come here on the face of the earth. Just imagine this scenario. If he did not come here, and like some people think, oh, if he did not come, we would have been there in paradise. Okay? Then the standard of paradise is that if you even do anything out of mistake, you are held accountable. And if you do intentionally, you can be cursed forever. Like Shaitan, example is Shaitan was actually, he did something intentionally wrong, forever he's cursed. Only he did not prostrate once. Adam alayhi salam didn't do any sin. Out of forgetfulness, he still asked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, did I not ask you not? Although there is no sin, but the standard is so high of the heavens. Imagine if me and you with these states of minds and hearts and nafs are there, we would be cursed and expelled forever, even worse than Shaitan. Jo hum raat din mein kar rahe hain. Shaitan, imagine being there in Jannat, he was not held accountable, or you went into this palace without permission, or you looked at this hoor for this, you talked to this hoor not in a good way. Although hoors were living, imagine how he was living and how abstinent he was. And if ourselves are there for one day, I don't think in seconds we would have been there, were cursed for. So it is we should actually millions times thank our father Syyiduna Adam alayhi salam that he brought us here. He came here and we are born here, because here we do hundreds of those mistakes and we are not expelled from that paradise or actually cursed forever. We have an opportunity to. So father, like a father sacrificed, Adam alayhi salam sacrificed his paradise for us. He didn't need to come down. Allah created him. He was forgiven even in the heaven. To wo kyun aaye? So that we can have a good chance. It's like a father who was living in luxury and he now knows that if I go in a prison, my sons will be able to be free. He goes in, he gives himself in prison so that his children can be free. That is the sacrifice of Adam alayhi salam. तो उनको ज़रूरत ही नहीं थी यहाँ आने की. Yes, mashallah. So here we should correct our mindset. Many people are on this mindset somehow because of not having knowledge or just doing self-study from internet and books. They come to this, oh yes, Adam alayhi salam was in Jannah, and if he hadn't come here, we would have not been in all this trouble and thing. No, you would have been much worse. So that is a kind of being ungrateful and thankful to our Father. So rather we should be thankful to million times more that He sacrificed His own life for us so that we can have a chance to be in the heavenly kingdom.
Assalamu alaikum.
So
my question again is related to the shaitan and the jinn. So at the time of the spirits, when it was just the spirits created, so were there jinn at the time? And
everyone was given. Allah Quran says that every creation was given, even things which we think are not living, like trees, stars, the earth, because in actual fact everything is conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they communicate. So yes, jinn and they were also there. So physically, the Quran mentioned they were created before us, but spiritually it was the arwah created actually there at that time.
So were they also given a choice to come to?
Everyone, even donkeys, monkeys, all animals, they were given. The Quran says everyone was given. They opted out, we don't want. Jinns and human beings, they said we want. So that's why these two are held accountable. So all other actually creation of heaven and earth, they said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَأَبَيْنَ أَن يَحْمِلْنَهَا, they said they denied bearing that trust of freedom. They said, however we are fine as the.
Well, one more question.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
Wa alaikum assalam.
Hazrat Sahib, you mentioned the 5 parts of the human being. I just could you yourself explain more about the role of the heart, the soul, and the spirit, and where the nafs is involved as well.
Right. Very easy. You see, you yourself, everything is in you. So body moves, acts, you do whatever you like, move hand here. That's the role of the body. It just acts out what you. The mind thinks, plans. That's the role, thinking, analysis, getting information. So physical self, mental self. Heart is the moral self. Moral meaning the strong values which have embedded in you now after practicing again and again and again. The heart, the moral, meaning like you can have good ones like being patient and being forbearing or forgiving and being grateful and loving, or it can have hatred and animosity and all these things actually. The heart has the seat of morals. The soul, the nafs, is emotional self. Emotional self meaning temporal states which come in you. Sometimes you are happy, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you fall in love with someone you like. So this is an emotion. Sometimes you become angry because of the heat of the moment. So these temporal states, we can say that they are the elements of the nafs. And the desires and the emotional part is to do with that. The difference between heart and is that they are temporal, they come and go. Here they settle in. So once you practice, let's say the nafs practices something again and again and again, that thing then settles in the heart, etc. So, and the 5th one is spirit, which is the life force. ये चीज़ है, inshallah. So from the mind you can understand, like you have a conscious mind and subconscious. Nafs is like the conscious mind, though, so whatever is at the moment you're thinking. The heart is like the subconscious one, meaning things have settled down there. You have to, So your physical self, mental self is thinking, the moral self is the heart, and your emotional self is the soul or the nafs, and the spiritual self is the actual, the ruh, where it is you exist, real you. As I said, even there is spirit in the spirit which is you actually, the entity when you say I and this and this, etc. The consciousness of the spirit.
Jazakallah for the brothers who have any questions. Inshallah there will be plenty more opportunities given for such Q&A sessions. Just like to close this session now. Jazakallah to Hazrat Sahib for the very words of wisdom. So inshallah I would like to close this program now for the afternoon, and next session will be obviously Asr Salah at 7:30. So now you have time to rest, sleep, private meditation, worship, whatever you want to do. But bear in mind, if anybody is sleeping, do not disturb others. So inshallah we shall see you back at 7:15 to be ready for 7:30 Salah.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Ya Rabbal Alameen, we do not have any knowledge except what you give us, and whatever we have said or heard, if it's wrong in any way, we ask forgiveness, and whatever is good and right, Ya Rahman, is from you. Give us the enlightenment to know ourselves, to know yourself, to know the reality of creation, to know our true purpose, and to know how to fulfill, and to get on and practically to fulfill that purpose. Ya Arhamar Rahimin.